Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg, the Survival Vlog, back at you again. Just want to make a little video, like I always do, and talk about a little bit more about that Connecticut shooting. From what I hear, they have military out in Texas at the schools. Um, as a parent, I think that's a little extreme. I think an armed guard personnel, whether it be sheriff, truancy officer, some kind of assistant, would suffice, and a dog. I came up with this idea, and I know a lot of people own what's called a bully breed, pit bulls, and they're considered a bully breed. Well, with American bulldogs, etc. As you can, English bulldog, bully breed, pit bull. So obviously, anything with the bull name is going to be a bully breed, but primarily pit bulls. The pit bulls I see around a lot of states are illegal, and people are scared of them. You have to realize that it's all in how you raise the dog. You can take the meanest dog from a puppy and raise it to become a docile creature. It's all in how you handle your dog. The dog, by nature, has a reputation of being in dog fights and being in all kind of calamities throughout time. And I think, or rather, I would like to know, rather I do know, that if you were to take these pit bulls and train these dogs to protect our children along with a trained security guard or a police officer, that's another use for that dog. For instance, if that gunman was walking towards the door and let's say there was a police officer or security personnel in front of that school door, and you should have all entrances guarded, that he could have let that dog loose in attack mode on that person and stopped that right there from happening. I'm not saying it would have stopped it. I don't know the circumstances. I'm not getting in depth in detail. It's just an idea, And I just think it would really be good, because along with being the survival vlog and surviving outdoors, we also have to survive with people, and in school, work, church, wherever you have to survive with people. So I just thought it was a cool idea to implement these dogs that are hated and maybe turn them back around. But as far as the military goes, that's just a crazy thing. I think we should have armed security guards at the school. I grew up in Florida, and there was always 2 or 3 sheriffs there. No one ever tried anything stupid. We had some dummies in middle school, I think, call a bomb threat that they put it was just a pack of batteries in the bathroom. Of course, they evacuated the school, but at the same time, there were police officers and sheriffs, and they were around to do things, and their presence was known. So I mean, at the same time, you think about it as if you have security personnel that's going to deter mentally anybody away from the school. But then again, if someone wants to go and do something like that, there's nothing you can do to stop them in a sense. All you can try to do is be preventative, and it's unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. I hate that it happens. I hate that things like this have to happen, but it sucks. So it just weirded me out a little bit. I was like, I put 2 and 2 together, and just came up with this idea with the pit bulls. I thought it was a good idea. And this is also another survival technique, if you will, or no, I wouldn't say technique, but it's another urban survival, rather as opposed to devastation survival, where you have to go out and bug out to a location, or be out this way or that way, whatever the case may be. You have to also learn, urban survival. How to talk to people, and how to de-escalate situations. It's really a knack. A lot of people and a lot of police officers are taught what's called NLP. It's neuro-linguistic programming, and it goes really in depth. Richard Bandler is known for it, one of the best. And Darren Brown, if you guys ever see him on TV, but he's on the BBT TV, British Broadcasting, whatever. Don't really care about the English, to be honest with you. And they do a lot of amazing things, and it's along with the dogs and the security officers, and learning and all this stuff. These are all tools that you can use, and I just think that something like that could have been avoided with an armed personnel and police officers. I mean, you think about it. I mean, you have police officers and security guards at clubs, at things like that, and I know people were like, well, we didn't expect something like that to happen because there was no security guard. I mean, it could happen anywhere. So I mean, you just got to be ultimately prepared for that kind of situation. What happened in Connecticut is absolutely devastating. What happened in Columbine is absolutely devastating. What happened in Aurora is devastating. I don't know what's wrong with these kids, and a lot of these psychologists are blaming video games. I, for one, am a PC gamer. I have a whole custom PC. Excuse my kids' pictures, but I have a whole custom PC that I built myself. And I play Battlefield 3. I play Black Ops 2. I play Black Ops. I play Modern Warfare 3. I play Medal of Honor. I mean, I'm a gamer. It's my hobby, and I like making YouTube videos. I like talking to people. I like to get to know people. It's just sorry to jump around subjects and just stuff that's rambling on in the brain. But still, at the same time, these people are blaming video games. And then again, you had a school teacher that had a child with whatever Asperger's or autism that knew it, that left her guns out in the open. That's just a red flag. I mean, you don't leave a mentally retarded child in an area where there are firearms. It's just point blank. It's like leaving your 3-year-old in a room full of guns and expecting him not to touch one of them. There's something fishy going on there. There's a little more, I'm sure there is, to that. I have a different view on it. I'm not going to explain that view right now because people will probably hate me for forever, but I could care less, honestly. But I mean, it's just times are getting crazy. Well, I wouldn't say times are getting crazy. I can't really say that because people are like, oh, these are the signs of the times, blah, 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 blah. Well, they're really not, because killing and mass murderings and pillaging and fires and these things have been going on for centuries. There's nothing new. The only thing that's new is that we have media that can broadcast it from California to Rhode Island, where I live, in a matter of a second and get that news spread everywhere. So everybody is emotional. So, are they bad things? Of course they are. Do I condone them? No, I don't. It's stuff like that's been happening for years, especially when it happens to small children. That's devastating. That's just like pure anarchy. I mean, just devastating stuff. I couldn't even imagine what those parents have to go through burying their kids when they thought they were going to pick them up from school. Just straight messed up. I mean, it's just survival. I mean, all in general, you have to survive. You have to be cautious. I'm a very cautious man. I try to be. And then again, cautious person like me get killed. You never know. I mean, so I mean, it's a hard subject to talk about. There's a lot of crazy things going on. People jump to conclusions and jump to extremes. And I mean, I'm actually putting military personnel in Texas. You have to understand that this event happened in Connecticut, and you got people all the way in Texas arming up. Texas is a big state, and they all carry guns. Well, most of them do. And they have officers in their schools, but now they got military with M16s. I think that's a little much, to be honest with you. I mean, you got kids seeing military presence and focusing on, man, I do classwork with military personnel in my school. I mean, that's just unsettling. I mean, seeing armed troops with grenades and handguns and M16s preparing to... I mean, they're doing a good thing, don't get me wrong. I just think it's overkill, for real. Come on, Texas. Get with the program. A couple of armed police officers, even some early retiree police officers, put them on the books and get them to guard our schools. I mean, ultimately, their lives are going to save the lives of the children and adults that are in school. I don't know. I have mixed opinions about it. I really do. It's just a crazy thing that happened, and it's devastating. I think people are overreacting, and people might say, well, there are children. We're not overreacting. Well, I'm not saying not protect your children, not put officials in the school that carry weapons. Do I think teachers should have guns? Absolutely not, because if that child or a crazy kid knows where that gun is, they're going to go for it. At the same time, when you travel with let's say, a shotgun, the law says in some states you have to carry the bullets in the glove compartment and the shotgun in the back. Well, if I'm about to get carjacked, do I really have time to go and grab the bullets? Go in my trunk, do the whole 9 yards and go and get all that stuff together and then try to defend myself. Just doesn't make sense. And I'm sure if they did put guns with teachers, the teachers would have to have a gun safe or some kind of secure location that they can unlock, that can be accessible, by students. And I don't know. There's a million ways this could play out. I think it's a crazy situation. I think it's totally messed up. I think that you should sit people down logically and come up with something that's befitting for a school. That's not going to deter kids from school or stop the education process and learning. But I, for one, if I was a kid, I wouldn't want to see some armed military guy in my school with M16 grenade launchers or whatever the heck they have in my school, because now it makes me worried to even walk the streets, let alone go to school. I mean, how could you feel about that? That's just crazy. But this is just my view on a couple of things. It's like I said over and over, it is a devastating situation. There's nothing you really can do to say to predict when and where this is going to happen or profile people, because no one expected it to go to a school. And if you think about it, most schools really don't have armed security guards, so they're sitting ducks in a sense. So let's not make them sitting ducks anymore. Let's give them some kind of protection and reassurance for the parents and the kids and the teachers, and that they can continue on with their education in a drama-free lifestyle. Really should go that way. And I mean, it's the gun laws. I don't think. Well, actually, I'm gonna make another video because I think I'm running short on this one, or running long actually, or I'm short on time. I really don't know. I think I have a 20-minute upload on YouTube. But anyway, this is Greg with Survival Vlog. Please like, subscribe. I'm going to be talking about guns along this same subject due to the Connecticut shooting and all the rest of the shootings. This is not just for the Connecticut, but for all the shootings that have happened in the past decade and more. We're going to get a little more in depth about that. You know, this is my opinion. You know, of course, you can form your opinion. You can hate me about it, whatever. But anyway, we're going to get to talking about that in the next video. I'm Greg, the Survival Vlog. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for coming to my page and checking me out and hearing my side of things. And please travel light and stay safe. Thanks, and have a great day, guys. Bye.